Hey ladies, I just wanted to hop on here and see how your guys' Thanksgiving holiday is going. Mine is sucking so far. Terribly. Like sucking so bad. Short rundown for you. My stepson got into town on Wednesday. Thanksgiving was Thursday. My husband didn't even sit with me in the family photo. I sat by myself and held my baby. And my husband sat on the other side of the bleachers with his son. So it's like we're not even a family. And he comes in and he doesn't bring enough clothes. The mini wife doesn't bring enough clothes. And he is now having to wear clothes that we have here because what moron brings 3 shirts for a 5-day trip? 1 pair of socks for a 5-day trip. 2 pairs of pants for a 5-day trip. I don't understand. No deodorant, no toothbrush, no toothpaste, no 1 pair of socks, a couple of pairs of underwear, but not enough. No pajamas, no deodorant, no nothing. But he brought his cologne. Makes perfect sense. No shampoo, no soap, no toiletries whatsoever. None. He's 14, going on 15, and he doesn't know how to pack for a trip. And we've been on this schedule for 6 years. And he still don't get it. So he's now wearing clothes that have been in his closet for the last 3 years. He's having to wear them because he didn't pack enough clothes. And the mini wife is stuck so far up my husband's ass, it's ridiculous. And honestly, if I have to hear one more time, he's a teenager, I think I'm going to shoot somebody. I really am. I'm going to go ballistic on them. If I have to hear one more time, he's a teenager, it doesn't matter. He's a teenager, he'll get over it. No, yeah, I'm well aware of his age, but he's not a teenager. In my mind, he is a little baby because it's how he acts. He's still in middle school. He's not in high school. He's still in middle school and he's 14. And it's pathetic and stupid. And honestly, I said at one point, I'm well aware of his age. I'm like well aware of how old he is. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But apparently it's a big deal to my husband. And this right here, this on my lip, that's stress, by the way. Nobody hit me. It's stress. That's what happens to me around the holidays. Especially when mini wife comes to visit. It's pathetic. And I just couldn't wait until Monday to tell you how this is going. I had to tell you now. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And today, okay, that's another reason. Today, he and my husband, we were supposed to go visit my in-laws, okay? We were supposed to go visit my in-laws. And my son has been sick off and on, and he's got some issues going. And, excuse me, I changed him, ready to go. Getting ready to leave because we were supposed to go visit my in-laws today. Well, my son threw up in the hallway right before we were supposed to pack the car. Threw up everywhere. So my husband was like, I don't guess you're going. And I said, I don't guess I am either. I'm going to stay home with him. You would have thought his ass was on fire of how quickly he left this house with his best friend. Yeah. He didn't even offer to He didn't even offer to stay behind. Can I help you clean up anything before I go? Can I help you do anything? Nothing. Nothing. He ran out of this house like his ass was on fire. And he didn't even want me to take him to the doctor. But his son, his son, my stepson, goes to the doctor at least once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month. At least. Yeah. It's just beyond me of how stupid that is. Of how he's okay with him going, even though there's nothing wrong with that kid. He's a hypochondriac, spoiled brat, and he fakes injuries to get attention. And I'm going to hit on that point real quick. But, yeah. And when I called to try to call and tell him what the doctor said about our son, he didn't care about nothing. He was too busy watching the game. Yeah. And I said, what are you doing? And he goes, we're eating and watching the game. And then he was talking to somebody in the background. As if I'm not important. He can't even give me his full attention. And then he hasn't even given me any kind of inkling of when he's going to be home. We were supposed to do dinner on the way home if we were going to go. You know, I was like, are we doing dinner? I don't know. Like, he just has an attitude. And I was like, as long as you're with your best friend, your wife, your little mini wife, I think you would be the happiest man in the world if you had him the whole entire time. And I just wasn't in the picture. And then I said, our son doesn't feel good. You know, are you going to come home and spend a little time? Because you've only got tomorrow and then you have to go back to work. And he was like, I don't know. I mean, it's like he doesn't care that we're at home and I'm having to take care of a sick baby. And he's out lollygagging around with his mini wife. And he wanted to go. Financially, we've been struggling a little bit. And he wanted to go out to eat tonight, which is fine because we have a little extra money for this reason. Because when my stepson comes into town, everything goes higher. My light bill, my water bill, my grocery bill, etc. And so when we go and eat, you know, obviously it costs a little more to go out to eat because we're paying for a third person because our son is not fully on table food yet. He's super picky right now. We're in that phase of how he doesn't want to eat anything on the table. He wants just like applesauce and bread and, you know, just stuff like that. Chicken nuggets, whatever. And then he goes, I want sushi. And I said, no, not on this trip, no. And he goes, yeah, I want sushi. And I was like, no, we're not going to do sushi. No, we're not. Sorry, it's too expensive. My husband speaks up and goes, can't we do it while he's in town? And I was like, you fussed at me for going to the Chick-fil-A and getting a $3 tea. You want to go get sushi that is $16 because the place we go to doesn't have a half price thing like the other one does that we go to, but he wants to pay $16 per person to go eat sushi for that kid, but he fusses at me for buying tea, and I don't buy it every week. So you can tell who the favorite is. And I don't remember signing up to spend my hard-earned money on that brat. I have spent too many years paying for that I don't care about to not even get a thank you. Or I appreciate you. Or I love you. Or great, thank you. Nothing. It's pretty much this. So I'm tired of it. I'm not spending my hard-earned money. And we've been really in a financial hole lately. We're not spending any extra that we don't have. Especially on that kid. Because last night we made dinner. My husband was like, why don't you go ahead and make dinner? And I was like, it's not time yet. I'm not hungry yet. Well, so-and-so is. My stepson. He's hungry. I said, well, last time I checked, I'm not on so-and-so's schedule. He's in my house, on my time, on my schedule. I'm not on his. I don't care if he's hungry. He's not going to die and wither away. He can get the F over it. I will cook dinner when I feel like it. I'm not here to kiss his ass like you are. I will not. Which is why I have this. Because I hate this weekend. I hate it. And so then they, are still at my in-laws. And I haven't heard from them. And I don't even know when they're coming home. And probably knowing my husband, they're going to go on a little dinner date and then call me and see if I want anything on the way home. Instead of coming home and eating with me and my son and actually eating dinner, he won't do it. He'll go on a dinner date. And I hate this weekend. I hate it. I cannot wait till he goes home on Monday. I've got one more day. I've got one more day. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. And with my son being sick, and then dealing with the mini wife, and dealing with my husband, and dealing with the holidays, and dealing with the stress and everything, I hate it. I hate it. So how my Thanksgiving is going is really shitty. Yeah. And the other thing is, how I had mentioned that my stepson fakes injuries? Well, he made sure to wear his knee brace on his leg. It comes up to above his knee and all the way down to his ankle. And he made sure to bring that, but he can't pack deodorant and socks. Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And, of course, he wears it. And he was like, oh, I can't bend my knee. But yet you can walk down a flight of stairs. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And so I'm really glad I didn't have to go to my in-laws today, because that's what we would have all heard about all damn day. My son is sick, but we have to make sure to comment on Mini Wife's fake injury and make sure everybody knows about it. Because heaven forbid he doesn't get any attention. Yeah. He can't pack deodorant, or soap. But he packed his knee brace. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So, if you want to comment, tell me how your Thanksgiving is going. Please do. I would love to know. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for all the comments. I appreciate it. But just so you know that you're not in the boat alone, I have a mini wife that I absolutely just despise, and I will wholeheartedly tell you why I despise that situation. And comment if you want to. Positive, always welcome. Tell me how I can help you, and I love getting insight to other people's situations, to know that I'm not by myself with my mini wife. So please let me know, and I appreciate it, and thank you for all the subscriptions. Please keep them coming, and I will update you on Monday.